Hello, I'm with House Talk Rock, and this is Let's Play Total Annihilation. Last we left off, we had just conquered Lansdowne interface and showed how aircraft rule in this game. So let's listen to the narration for this game, for this particular mission, I mean.
The ARM had achieved near total victory on Barathrum when Corps tank battalions instigated a renewed assault at Crustal 19. ARM casualties were heavy as they were assaulted by wave after wave of powerful walking bombs. It appeared that the Corps was protecting the galactic gate located on the Crustal.
Alright, so here we have walking bombs known as roaches, and all they do is just explode. I mean, they're really small things that slowly walk, and they just explode very big, and that's really it. Anyway, so this is yet another mission on Barathrum. This Zeus may or may not be the one that makes an appearance on the mission A Traitor Leads the Way in the Core campaign. If you ever played the Core campaign, you know that at least two of the missions deal with... One of the missions is with capturing a Zeus, and another one deals with using the Zeus to access a gate. Anyway, I won't be doing the Core campaign, just to let you know. I play this game partly for nostalgia's sake, but also the Core are pretty evil, so no thanks. I don't like playing games where I play the bad guys. I mean, I just don't. I will do so in my next Let's Play of Kohan Ahriman's Gift, but not here. So this mission is a lot like the last. We're going to build metal extractors, build geothermal power plants with 4 metal makers, and build lots of defenders and build lots of hawks. You will face lots of roaches in this mission. They're a nuisance, but they can be... but the cool thing is on multiplayer games, where you can put them on atlases and send them towards the enemy, and they, if the enemy shoots it, explodes, or you can make it explode yourself by self-destructing it. Either way, it's unavoidable damage, and back in the heyday of multiplayer missions and multiplayer games and Total Annihilation, it was common to use just put lots of roaches and other explosive units. I forgot what the ARM name for the explosive unit is. Put it on an atlas and send it over there and just watch them explode. I did that to one of my friends one time. He just got so angry at me. Anyway, so we're going to defend against them by basically building radar towers. You start off with a couple of zippers here. I'm going to resume game, have them go to the upper left, then right. Oops, actually I want them to go straight up. Up, to the right, down, to the right, up, to the right, down. Same with these guys. Let's just go up, right, down, right, up. In the meantime, I'm going to have these guys creep forward. I'm going to have my commander do his usual mission of building 4 solar panels right off the bat. Then a metal extractor, and another metal extractor, and once again, for each additional metal extractor, I said metal distractor, but I meant metal extractor, build another solar panel. There's one roach. I mean, they don't do too much, they just explode. Just keep your zippers a safe distance and you should be okay. A lot of these at the top are scripted to attack your base at some point. You'll notice my other 2 zippers I sent up are already dead because they were destroyed by zippers. Destroyed by roaches. So roaches do have a really high explosive radius. There's another one. As long as you target them, you should get enough distance. But that's the trouble, isn't it? I mean, the trouble is targeting them from a safe distance and not when they're right up on you. There are a lot of geothermal encampments here, and we will build at least 3 of them. I'm going to have my commander go ahead and build a radar tower, and then I'm going to have them progress back up to the next point, which is right here. And then he's going to stop basically at this point right here and build aircraft. Now there are tons and tons and tons and tons of land units all around here, and the only way to deal with them is, of course, by having aircraft. That's really it. A lot of the roaches kind of come through this area between these 2 gaps, so I'm going to preemptively kill a lot of these roaches, just to get them out of the way. They will cause you trouble if you don't do them now. That's one of the good things about playing this on medium and easy mode. Oh, back up. Ooh, he's too close. Is that most of the attacks are scripted. If you play this on hard, like I said before, did I get... Okay, I needed one more. Whenever you can help it, I mean, just one more metal extractor. Ooh, that one's really close. Don't build over there. All right, let's go ahead and build aircraft plant right about right here. When the rapiers attack, remember the rapiers are air-to-ground attack units. They always attack either your commander or your advanced air construction plant. I don't know if that's hard-coded, but in my experience, that's what they attack. I'm going to go ahead and build this aircraft plant and have them build 4 constructors. I feel like I'm missing an actual metal extractor, but I don't think I am. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nope, that's it. That's 5. Now, 3 of these are going to work together to build lots of defenders, which, like I said, are the rockets that protect you from air and land units, but mostly for air units. For land units, they work pretty well because they have decent range, and they're good in numbers, but put this down a little bit. But otherwise, if you're dealing with a lot of units, they're not that great. Alright, I'm going to have them guard this guy, assign him to number 9, and we're going to do what we did last time. We're just going to go to each and every metal extractor and build 2 defenders. In the meantime, I'm going to have this guy build a geothermal power plant, and then 4 metal makers, metal storage and energy storage. And my commander is going to aid in that construction. Okay, so basically we want to build 3 of those types, and then we'll go on. Anyway, I don't have too much of a social commentary here, except to say that I really like to play good strategy games like this. And, you know, I can actually see, as I've kind of grown up, how I've evolved as a player, specifically thinking about strategy. And, you know, the more deep concepts of delayed gratification and investment and things like that, I can really see how I've changed. But get out of the way, Commander. You're in the way. I would say I've benefited a lot from it. I can't say I've really necessarily learned something from it. And if you put it in a school situation, I don't know if you learn from it, except to say you would kind of learn basically how to be competitive and how to think strategically. Certainly, a kid would want to succeed first. Anyway, but you know, I think you'd learn more than you would if you were playing basically like a normal console game. Anyway, I remember when I was in college, my freshman year. Okay, now he's done with that. I'm going to have him do another one, another set. I used to play lots of Risk, and most of you guys know what Risk is. It's a board game. And it was kind of fun playing that game. Certainly, there were some good starting positions. You can tell that I'm going to get some roaches over here. I'm just going to send them over here. They really have some pretty... A lot of your units have really good range, so as long as one of them gets line of sight, the others should be able to get them pretty easily. Shoot, but keep your distance. Keep your distance. Okay, there's another one down there. Anyway, what I was talking about playing playing Risk my freshman year. I used to love playing Risk, and the way we played it was pretty cool. And it's one of those games like where it is entirely possible that you have a really good starting position. If all of your opening territories are right beside each other, it's pretty pretty easy to defend your territories and pretty easy to conquer. And if you're spread out, you're pretty much out of luck. Anyway, I just really enjoyed playing it, and I feel like I learned a lot from it. One of the interesting things I would do is if I had a position where I knew I was going to lose, you have usually there's one guy that's just the presumed winner, and the others are good competitors. And sometimes it's pretty obvious who this is. And if I knew I wasn't going to win, I wouldn't play the game. I would attack the main bad guy, the main guy that everybody thought was going to win, and then kind of intentionally lose to everybody else just to keep the game longer. And it's funny how like a lot of games are like that. A lot of situations and a lot of games are such that it assumes everybody is working on their own. But when people start working in collusion with one another, then you can get interesting alliances and stuff. My family does this game. I won't say the real name for it because it's probably racist. But it's a situation where, like, this is a Christmas game. You have Christmas gifts. And I'll tell you what, let me hold off on that story. While he's doing that, I'm actually going to build another set of 2 defenders per metal extractor. I'm going to have to come back up here. That's what I should have been doing all this time. Anyway, let's say there's 12 people. No, let's say 11. There's 11 people. And they draw names. They draw numbers 1 through 11. And basically the first person picks out a gift. Everybody brings their own gift, by the way. 11 people bring their own gift. And then the first person picks up a gift. And the second person can have the option of stealing the first person's gift or getting a new gift out of the pool of other gifts. And of course, you don't know what the gifts are until you open it. And so it's if you see something you really want, you're not going to choose a new gift. You're just going to grab theirs. And each gift can have 3 owners. That means it can only be stolen twice. And the person that went first can steal again. And so after everybody's gone, the first person can choose to steal. And the person whose present gets stolen can choose the option of stealing someone else's present. And it's interesting because you can get some interesting alliances out of that. Well, if you steal this, then I'll steal this. So you steal this from me, and then I'll steal it. And it's kind of interesting to watch it from afar. Both the men and women play it, but the women in our family do a little bit better job of it. How many more do you got? All right, go ahead and build those. In the meantime, you want to build your advanced aircraft plants well away from anything else. If a rapier comes in through this direction, these defenders are going to see it. So that'll be kind of the best way to... I don't know what happened there. Uh-oh, there's a couple of units coming. These roaches, just once again, they attack periodically, and they're really not that dangerous. Just make sure your radar detects them first. I don't know where my group is. Where there they are. Which one? Oh, it's this one. What have you still got? You still got a few. Tell you what I want you to do. I want you to build them right here, and then move right there. All right, Commander, go ahead and aid in this construction. So, it'd be nice if kids played that. Kids played a trading game, or kids played some sort of game. And the trouble with school is it's hard to build incentives because it's hard to give kids anything but grades. Now, I don't know why rapiers do this. I don't know why they either attack. They somehow know where the advanced aircraft plant is. And as soon as it's being built, they somehow know to attack it. It is so bizarro. I'm just not quite sure how they even know to do that. Actually, I knew of a few teachers that actually played Risk with their kids in classrooms, and it's hard to justify, when a kid watches a movie or plays a game as a teacher because they often get blamed for not doing anything, and the truth is there have been examples of abuse. I didn't know there were roaches over there. Now I do. Once again, rapiers attack out of nowhere. They usually get about one aircraft plant. That one's about dead. Alright, I'm going to have these guys come over here and just attack some of these roaches so they don't give us pain later on. That about all of them? Uh-oh. No, we've got a rapier on us. Pull back. Okay. So I keep on coughing. I'm gonna have this guy guard this guy. This guy guard this guy. This guy guard this guy. And you just make a new aircraft plant. And guard it. There. Everybody's guarding their own plant. And that way when I build the Hawks, I have a little bit more oomph to build them. Alright, so let me explain just the once again, a little bit of the overall architecture. There's a lot of units right in the middle. The gate is sort of in the middle, if you can look at my mini-map, upper left-hand corner for you. But in the mid-right-hand side, that's where the gate is. That's also where the captured Zeus is. There's no benefit to capturing that Zeus, and he usually gets destroyed pretty easily. But once again, you want to make sure you don't actually destroy... it's telling me right here. We want to make sure you don't actually destroy the gate. You only need about 10 Hawks, so this is actually another one of those very quick missions. You know, another game I played a lot was StarCraft. There's been so many Let's Plays of StarCraft, it's no fun. I wanted to do a good Let's Play of Total Annihilation that had some good commentary with someone explaining some of the intricacies of it. Keep in mind, you can see my energy rapidly going down. Can't do too much. Oh yeah, you know, the good thing about having metal makers is I can turn a few of them off. And that's the good thing about metal makers, is they give you a little bit of flexibility. Alright. So I'm going to slow down. You can see there's still lots of roaches. Still a few rapiers. You'll also notice, if I can get them to do it, there is, well, there was the gate right there. Kind of sworn it was in a different position last time. Anyway, my peepers are acting like stupid. Anyway, there's a fusion power plant. If you can destroy that power plant, you're actually pretty good. Anyway, I've already had one set of 4 built. All right, let's turn the speed back up. But yeah, this won't be a very difficult mission to do once you get things going. There's a number of there's at least one deleter that prevents you from seeing radar in that area, and that's another thing. Anyway, so I wanted to do a good Let's Play of Total Annihilation that had good commentary about the missions in the single player. A lot of the commentary and Let's Plays I saw of Total Annihilation were done in resolutions that weren't native to the original game. I wanted to play the game back when we played the game back in the 90s, which is on a 4:3 ratio, and up until about 2004 or 5, everything was in a 4:3. If you look at your screen or look at this YouTube video, 4:3 refers to the ratio. This is some integer of 4 and this is some integer of 3. So some integer of 4 in the horizontal and some integer of 3 in the vertical. Nowadays, a lot of things are a widescreen, which is 16:9. There's ultra widescreen. There's this. There's that. Different ratios. But growing up, everything was 4:3. And TVs were mostly 4:3. Alright, so I'll take a drink of water if you don't mind. Hopefully I shouldn't make too much noise as I do it. This is the other part where I'd say something deeply insightful about social commentary, but no, not right now. But I decided against it, 'cause I could. You know, there's another game called Battlezone that came out around the same time, and also another game called Uprising. And in both of them, you, the player, are technically represented on screen. So I, the player, am technically the commander here, right? And if the commander gets destroyed, the game loses. And that's an interesting aspect that a lot of games miss these days. For multiplayer games, you start out with an Uber unit, and nowadays a lot of multiplayer games come with an Uber unit, especially in strategy games, so that it isn't just quickly ended. This guy can defend himself at the first part. Now he will be outclassed, but he's pretty good on his own for a few units. I started this conversation one way, then I drifted off to another way. Anyway. But the same is true for Battlezone. Battlezone, you play as a tank, and you are a player in that tank, and you can hop out of that tank and jump into other vehicles. And the same is true for an old game called Uprising. If you now, I don't know if you can find a Let's Play of Uprising. That was an old game with not good graphics. The graphics did not age well. Anyway. You know, the sad part about growing up in the 90s is that there are some games you won't be able to play very well. Because there were a lot of Windows 3.11 and Windows 95 native games that's hard to play these days. One of them I liked was called Deadlock Planetary Conquest. I can play it on my computer. I can't get the sound to work. And the sound, I just love the sound so much. But it can be difficult to play retro games without specific patches. Alright, here's another set of roaches coming up on me now. But what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to take my maybe just four hawks and have them go up and down. Ah, I shouldn't have done that. Oh man, I shouldn't have done that. Now I'm going to get attacked by rapiers everywhere. How are you guys doing? How many more you got? 2? Guys, come back. Did not mean for you to attack that quickly. Alright, now, once again, I have rapiers coming up. Okay, they fleed. Alright, are we good? How many more do we got? You may wonder why I'm assessing over a few. It's because, really, this is one of those games, like, there's always those turning points. You know, below a certain amount you're bound to fail, and above a certain amount you're bound to win. And even just a few even just a few more aircraft helps. Alright, there's a fair amount of rapiers. That was all. Alright, last set. And then we should be ready to attack. So tonight on YouTube, I'm gonna see if anyone did a Let's Play of Uprising, and I really doubt anyone has, because that'd be a difficult game. There were a lot of games that came out; they were simply just not good. They felt like work and they weren't fun. This is one of those games that I'm happy enough that it's just a fun game, but I can tell you there are plenty of games out there that just weren't fun at all. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to take one of these guys and zoom him to here. Now I've Control Z so I can select every one of his type. Okay. Shoot, Commander. Flee. Okay. Okay. Well, now we're basically... Oh man, did I not do it right? Patrol here, 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 and here. Hopefully I don't have to shoot all commands, so they shouldn't be attacking any of the actual buildings, and they won't be attacking the gate. Ooh. That poor Reaper's taking a beating. Let me see if I can see the actual unit they wanted you to possibly convert. I'm not actually seeing him. I'm not seeing the gate at all anyway. I know this is probably herky-jerky for those of you watching YouTube. I'm trying to find... The gate was about right here. I don't see the gate at the moment. Oh, it was about right there. So, okay, there's the Zeus I wanted you to capture. That got turned. I'm not going to capture him. I'm just going to let him be destroyed. I know I'm a terrible person. You can see the way the patrol went. Kind of they went left, right, left, right, left, right. As soon as they found a unit they didn't like, then they destroyed it. Okay. Well, that was pretty easy. I'm going to tell this guy to build an atlas. And then we'll basically be done. So, the name of this mission, by the way, was The Heat Increases. Really, the heat really didn't increase. This is a pretty easy mission. Alright, that was my atlas. I'm just going to have him drop him off over here. By the way, you can always press spacebar and see how much time has passed. You can see the seconds are going by quickly because I just increased the game speed. Alright, capture. Now, part of this is destroying all the core units. So after this, I'm going to build a radar tower, and then I'm going to have the shoot all command turned back on. Can't do it just yet because I got to wait for him to capture that gate. Yep. Okay. Plus shoot all. Alright. That was a pretty quick mission, wasn't it? Alright, there's our commander again, walking over a volcanic world over at... What is that? No, that's a picture of a Zeus right there, yeah. Yeah, I can make out the picture of a Zeus. That's what he's standing over, is that dead Zeus. I wonder if I'd play this game any different, if it would have had, like, a different picture there. I don't know. I'm not really that interested to find out. Well, that's my score. I'm going to save this as after 14. And thanks for joining us. I hope you enjoyed this Let's Play of Total Annihilation. Please join us next time as we go to the planet of Rouge Pelt. Have a nice night. Thanks. Bye.